Lynn Robinson is a professional intuitive, a speaker, and the best-selling author of Divine Intuition and Trust Your Gut. Her latest book is Listen, Trusting Your Inner Voice in Times of Crisis. On this video, she talks about 4 tips for dealing with fear.
One of the biggest things that people talked about when I interviewed them was the fear and worry that overtakes you in the midst of a crisis. So I want to give you 4 tips for managing your fear. First of all, it's normal to feel scared and fearful. We all do it. And what I find is that when you're about to go through a change or you are going through a big change, you have to make fear your companion. Understand that you're going to feel scared because your intuition, your life is calling you to do something new. So it's making friends with fear is my first tip. Tip number 2 is to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. You may not know how you're going to get there. You may not know how you're going to achieve this thing that you want, but it's important to keep your mind and your emotions and your heart focused on where you want to go versus where you are currently. Life has a way of having ups and downs, and so you may be going through a down period, but remember that those times are followed by periods of up, where things get better, things improve, and they'll improve for you. So focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. My third tip is simply to focus on what you're grateful for. Even if you've lost your job, even if there's a health crisis, there's probably a number of things in your life. Maybe good friends, maybe it's that you have a good family, maybe it's that you have a roof over your head and food on the table. Focus on the parts that you're grateful for. Usually life hasn't fallen apart entirely across the board. Usually there's little slivers of things that you're just grateful for. And when you keep your focus there, things have a way of turning around much more quickly. Number 4 is to ask your intuition questions. One of my favorite ones when I'm in the midst of a crisis and change, and we all go through these times, even me, is to ask your intuition, what could I do to feel calmer? Or what could I do to feel happier? Or what could I do to get through the day? Any one of those questions is so important to ask your intuition. And simply close your eyes, ask that question, and see what images, feelings, words, pictures might come to you. You might also get that information while you're walking your dog, or you're in the shower, or you're doing the dishes. Intuition has a way of coming to you when you least expect it. But that question is a wonderful way to prime your intuition. What could I do to feel calmer today? Your goal also is to be still and listen for the wisdom within.